fitness coach to over 3,000 clients and the founder of the PFC Club. Our guest today on the Settle or Be Better podcast is Mr. Chirag, who's going to be talking to us about all things fitness and transformation. So over to you, Mr. Chirag. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your fitness story and how it all started?
So I was a freelance coach I was bit famous on that website known as social media platform, twitter.com.
Right.
I used to freelance there. I coached around 3,500 clients alone.
Lovely.
And then demand increased and I had to expand into a team. Right now we are 35 coaches and 7 doctors in a team.
Oh, lovely.
And we have catered around 10,000 clients so far.
Right. That's really great to know. So, as a coach, is there a strategy that's your go-to transformation strategy whenever a client approaches you or, someone that approaches one of your faculty members? How does that go?
So the only strategy we follow is to focus on the client's diet history. That is the most important point for us. Unlike other companies or unlike other coaches, we do not practice directly putting them onto detox diet or calorie deficit or something like a very crash diet. We always take in account what they are used to eating for last 2 years or 3 years, what are their habits, and then we make a diet around it so that it becomes easy for them.
Right. Understood. And what are your thoughts when it comes to age and fitness? Like, do you think that certain aspects of fitness get easier along with age, like muscle hypertrophy or discipline? And what are the aspects that, according to you, that get more challenging with age?
So with age, definitely the strength drops. We have seen this in the senior citizen population, especially
Right.
while coaching them. The energy drops, the strength drops, and also the habits because they have been eating something for 50 years, 60 years continuously. So it becomes very challenging to change them overnight. You
Right.
cannot. One thing I find the easy thing with the age group who are elder to us is that their patience level is very good. They don't want uh, things uh, things to change like in just 15 days or 30 days.
Right.
They are okay if even if it takes an year or 2 years.
Right. That's true. And are there any supplements that are a non-negotiable part of your personal routine? And is there something that you recommend to your clients at any point?
So we recommend supplements only after recommending them to get a blood test done. We
Right.
see the deficiencies and then only we recommend supplements. But still, there are three supplements which I recommend to everyone, and I also use is that simple whey protein to complete your protein intake.
Right.
Other thing is 5 grams of creatine every day
Mm-hmm.
and a fish oil capsule.
Okay. Right. Right. That's great. And I'm sure that you must be having a lot of clients who come to you with a very busy schedule. They might be having, 8 to 12 hours of a working day along with a travel time. And this is one of the major issues that people have, that I don't have the time. I have a very busy schedule. So how do you deal with this situation? And what do you think is the right way to go about it for this sort of a person who is having an 8 to 12 hours of a work day along with travel time? Like, what do you suggest the strategy is for them, or the week should look like for them, basically?
So this is the maximum number of clients we get. The
Right.
people who are working in IT and MNCs who are on the desk 8 to 12 hours and they have to sit mandatory in front of computer for those long hours. They cannot
Right.
even go for a walk and all. So
Right.
we obviously ask them to eat less what they are eating presently because
Mhm.
they are the mostly involved in stress eating. We
Right.
try to we ask them to control it. We give them some pointers how they can control it, what type of meals they can replace, so that it doesn't they don't gain fat just by sitting at one place.
Right, of course.
And for such people, we ask them at least go for a walk, at least 7 to 8 thousand steps every day.
Mm-hmm.
Add some activities, take stairs in office whenever you get time, walk around office, take calls by walking rather than just sitting at one place. Use a standing desk,
Right.
carry tiffin at office instead of eating it in cafeteria because we really don't know how many calories they are putting into that meal.
Right.
And we ask them to cover their workouts over the weekend. Even if they are hitting gym 3 days a week, that's more than enough for them.
Right, right. Understood. That was a very definitely an easy way to go about it, because I'm sure that this becomes like a big limiting belief for such people, that I don't have the time, and that's how the years go by, and they really are again stuck with the New Year resolutions with a similar kind of a mindset. So that definitely eases it down to chunk their routine down. It doesn't have to be like a 7 day workout week, and for everybody. So
Yeah.
definitely eases it down for them. And so, what is the one of the most important parameters according to you that one should consider when during the transformation process? Is it the fat percentage? Is it BMI, or is it blood test? Like, what do you think determines the best how one has reached the results towards the end?
So we focus on two things. One is body fat percentage, another thing is the blood test, lipid profiles, and other blood
Right.
markers. If the cholesterol is going down and good cholesterol is coming on the level, vitamin D level, B12 levels are good, you are definitely in the fit range. And if your body fat for males has dropped around 12 to 15%, and for female, if it is around 25 to 30%, that's a very good range.
Right. Right. Understood. And how much importance do you put on protein intake during this process?
So if you go on my Twitter, I keep tweeting about protein all the time.
Right.
And that's how people know me on Twitter. Like whenever someone is talking about the protein, they know ki Chirag will come
Right.
and discuss about it. I focus on the protein intake on the top priority. Even if you're not eating, if you are skipping meals, if you are skipping your workout or anything, protein should be on point. For
Right.
males, if I give you a range, for males, I keep protein around 100 to 150 grams.
Hmm.
And for females, we keep it around 60 to 90 grams.
Right. Right. Understood. And what can you share a few cases, that have been your toughest clients, and for what reasons, and what were the, steps that you used to get them through their goals, and how did it work exactly? What were the challenges that they had, the toughest challenges that you must have seen as a fitness coach, and how did you help them transform through that?
So, toughest challenges we face people who are into alcohol and addicted to alcohol.
Right.
And with these people, they feel guilty in accepting that they are addicted to alcohol, and they sort of hide also with coaches that they are drinking or something. And we obviously don't see good results happening because they are
Right.
drinking or sometimes binge drinking overnight. So we face difficulties with such clients, and that's the reason we have added some mental health experts as well in our team who help with the de-addiction and who help with therapy sessions for such clients. And
All
we
right.
have seen tremendous result out of it.
Right. Right. Understood. That's great. And what do you think? What is the highest range of clients that you have, and which group do they fall in? Like, is it the working class? Is it the elderly? And what are the most common needs that people come in with when they are looking for a transformation plan?
So post COVID, though, we are seeing maximum clients coming from the office going population,
Right.
especially the IT and MNCs, because post COVID they gained weight during the COVID. First of all, because they were working for long hours, as the work from home was very stressful for them.
Right.
And now in office, they are facing difficulties in managing their health, and they end up eating cafeteria food. They
Right.
end up smoking a lot, and all such habits they have picked on. So some people are really worried about it, and that kind of population we are getting the maximum.
Right, right, understood. And what when it comes to these options that they available, the workout options, especially like resistance training, strength training, yoga, or cross fitness, whatever that is, how does one weigh these options, and what is it that you usually suggest that clients go for? How do you set this up for them?
So our first priority and the easiest form of workout is the walking
Right.
system, like 10 to 15,000 steps every day. That is the easiest workout any age group can do and everyone can do.
Right.
And second priority comes on the strength training and resistance training, which we ask our clients to go to the gym or
Right.
maybe buy some dumbbells or some accessories at the home and follow it down. Strength training is very important to retain your muscle mass and to get stronger over the period of time,
Right.
and that really helps you in the old age.
Right.
Other than that, we also provide one-on-one workout sessions to the clients where they can do some body weight training, just provide enough resistance, like some manual flow, or
Right.
maybe some sort of, if they want to learn push-ups or pistol squats or anything, which we teach them over the video call.
Right. Understood. And we know that working out and your diet are two of the most important pillars of fitness. Apart from that, are there any other lifestyle habits or routines that you try to instill in your client's life? And what would they be? Like, are there any, some things like they should include in their morning routine or, the night routine? Any suggestions that they really take away from this plan?
So we don't force any routine on our clients as such, but we ask
Right.
them to at least take 8 hours of sleep every day, 7 to 8
Right.
hours. That is non-negotiable. Other than that, we ask them to keep themselves hydrated properly. And apart from that, we don't ask if someone is into meditation and all such things. We always ask them to keep practicing it. Don't quit one thing to follow another thing.
Right. Understood. And lastly, coming to you, your routine, because obviously you are a fitness coach, you run this amazing company. What are your, habits that have stuck throughout your life, throughout your years, ever since you started personally? What are those some pillars that, you stick by even today after all the years?
So I believe in two things. One is restriction. I don't keep any sweet or any chocolate at my home because if I keep something in fridge or something on my table, I end up eating it. So I
Right.
follow restrictions. I order these chocolates or sweets only once a month,
Right.
satisfy my cravings, and that's about it. And I try to eat the same kind of food every day. That
Hmm.
keeps my decision fatigue very minimum. I
Right.
don't have to decide that I want to eat something else today or something else tomorrow. I try to keep it same, and my meals majorly consist of paneer, tofu, eggs, and rice.
Hmm.
Apart from this, 4 days of workout is non-negotiable. If I am traveling or attending anything, I try to do at least 4 days of workout and at least 7,000 steps every day.
Right. Lovely. And is there anything that you want to leave us with? Any last thoughts, any suggestions, a message for our audience?
Yeah, I would like to suggest only one thing to people who are watching this episode or listening to this episode anywhere. Just follow a diet which you can follow lifelong. Don't get into such type of diets which you can follow only for 2 3 weeks or months, because then
Right.
again you will bounce back and come back to the same position. Follow something, that routine only which you can follow lifelong. It depends on your social life, your likings, your cravings, and everything.
Right.
And if you're confused about it, always get a coach. It's okay to get a coach and get help about it.
Of course, that always helps, and that option is always available to us now. That if you don't have the right coach nearby, then it's always the option to reach out to anyone else that you feel more aligned with internet
Yeah.
and through social media. So definitely, that's a big help. Thank you so much, Mr. Chirag. This was a really insightful session, and we hope to have more of you on these definitely. So the ones who don't know, definitely go follow Mr. Chirag and the PFC Club. You'll find the details in the description, and you know where to go and reach out to the right trainers for yourself. So thank you. I'm Sakshi Pawar. I'll be your host for the Settle or Be Better podcast. Stay tuned while we bring more inspiring stories your way. You know the drill. Subscribe to the Settle or Be Better podcast. Like, share, and comment on our videos. And oh, hit the bell icon because you don't want to miss the mind boggling health discussions we're about to bring for you. Why settle when you can be better?